God reminds you, true love doesn't run away, it arrives when you stop forcing what's not meant to stay. Welcome, dear heart, to a moment that your soul has been quietly praying for. You didn't find this message by accident. This is heaven's gentle whisper reminding you that what is truly meant for you cannot and will not miss you. There comes a time in every believer's journey when chasing, striving, and pleading begin to exhaust the spirit. You start to feel as though you are running after what was never supposed to be caught. But God says, be still, rest your heart. The things I have prepared for you are not hiding from you. They are waiting for the right moment to be revealed. Many times, we confuse delay with denial. We think that because something hasn't arrived yet, it must not be ours. But heaven's timing doesn't bend to human impatience. God's blessings are never early, but they are never late. Every delay carries divine preparation. Every door that closes is an invisible protection. Every silence from heaven is filled with wisdom beyond what our understanding can grasp. You may have cried over people who left, over opportunities that faded, over relationships that felt perfect but ended too soon. Yet God is saying today, you did not lose what was meant for you. If it was yours, it would have stayed. If it left, it means my plan has something purer, safer, and more aligned with your soul's purpose. Stop chasing what walked away, for I am sending what will walk beside you. In this season of your life, God is asking you to trust the flow of divine alignment. Not everything that looks right is right. Not every person who said they loved you was sent by heaven. Some came only to teach you discernment, to sharpen your faith, and to remind you of your worth. The heartbreak that once broke you was not the end. It was the beginning of self-recognition. You learned to stand, to breathe, to let go, and to realize that you deserve love that stays, not love that confuses. God sees how tired your heart has been. You've been chasing understanding, closure, and validation. You've asked, why didn't they see my value? Why didn't it work out? But heaven answers gently, because what's meant for you doesn't require convincing. The right heart will recognize your worth without persuasion. The right path will open without you having to push every door. The right season will feel peaceful, not pressured. When you chase what isn't meant for you, you often outrun what is. But when you slow down, breathe, and trust, life begins to align in miraculous ways. God begins to rearrange things, moving you from confusion to clarity, from loneliness to peace, from striving to surrender. And it is in surrender that true blessings arrive. Surrender is not giving up. It is giving in to divine wisdom. Remember this truth. Destiny is not delayed. It's being designed. God is not punishing you by making you wait. He's preparing you so that when what's meant for you arrives, you will have the maturity to keep it. You will not sabotage what heaven gives because your heart will have healed, your soul will have grown, and your faith will have deepened. Think of all the times you wanted something desperately that later you realized would have destroyed your peace. God blocked it not because he was cruel, but because he was kind. He saw the tears that relationship would bring, the burden that opportunity would carry, the confusion that yes would have caused. Sometimes the unanswered prayer is the clearest proof of divine love. The lesson God wants you to learn today is patience with purpose. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being hidden for your protection, not your punishment. Heaven hides treasures until they are ready to be revealed. Diamonds form in the dark. Seeds grow in the soil. Babies develop in the womb. Every divine creation requires waiting, and you are one of them. So instead of chasing, start receiving. Instead of proving, start believing. Instead of worrying, start worshiping. The moment you release control is the moment heaven starts to move. You will see signs, confirmations, and synchronicities that remind you that God never left you. You are being guided step by step to what belongs to you. What's meant for you will never play hide and seek. It may take time. It may test your faith. But it will not require you to beg for love, force attention, or compromise your peace. The person God has prepared for you will recognize your heart because they prayed for someone just like you. The opportunities God has designed will fit your skills, your purpose, and your passion so perfectly that you'll know it was never random, it was written. You have spent enough seasons doubting yourself. You've tried to fit where you were never meant to belong. You've walked into rooms that couldn't hold your light, relationships that dimmed your flame, and situations that asked you to shrink to be loved. But God says no more. You are my child, and my plans for you are not to harm you but to prosper you. This is the season of returning home, to yourself, to peace, to divine alignment. Let go of what doesn't grow you. Release what doesn't feed your soul. Trust that your letting go is not a loss. It's a sacred exchange. You're giving up anxiety to receive assurance, confusion to receive clarity, heartbreak to receive healing. Every tear that fell was noticed by heaven. Every prayer you whispered through trembling lips was heard. Every moment you felt unseen, God was watching and writing a better ending. You think you're waiting for love, but love is waiting for you to heal, to trust, to believe again. Heaven is aligning things in silence. You may not see movement, but that doesn't mean there isn't progress. The seed doesn't shout while it grows. The caterpillar doesn't announce its transformation. Growth happens quietly, then suddenly the garden blooms. So will your life. When you finally stop chasing, what's meant for you begins to find its way. God will guide the right people toward you, not because you begged, but because you believed. Your faith will act as a magnet for blessings. The more you rest in divine timing, the more you attract what matches your healed energy. God is asking you to focus less on pursuit and more on preparation. What would happen if instead of asking, "When will it come?" you asked, "How can I be ready?" The waiting becomes holy when you understand it's not empty, it's sacred training. Heaven is preparing you for the life you've prayed for. Stop worrying about who didn't choose you. Start trusting the one who never left you. The love you lost was not punishment. It was redirection. The closed doors are not rejection. They are divine detours towards something far better. You cannot miss what was written for your name, and when what's meant for you arrives, you will feel peace, not panic. You will not need to question its intentions because its consistency will speak louder than words. It will not drain you, it will renew you. It will not confuse you, it will confirm you. That is how you'll know it's from God. In the stillness, your answers will appear. In silence, your clarity will grow. You do not have to chase what's meant for you. You simply need to align with who you are becoming. Be so rooted in peace that what's not for you falls away naturally. There will be days when it feels lonely, when you wonder if God forgot your address. But even then, hold faith. The waiting room of heaven is not empty, it's filled with miracles in preparation. Every no you faced was protecting your yes. Every goodbye was guiding you home. Every delay was setting divine order. You are entering a chapter where you no longer chase energy, you attract it. You no longer beg for attention, you embody confidence. You no longer cry over loss, you celebrate lessons. God is teaching you to stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. So breathe, child of light. Rest your weary heart. The story is not over. The one meant for you, be it a person, a purpose, or a promise, will find you not when you're chasing, but when you're trusting. When you finally stop trying to control, heaven begins to unfold. Let your heart soften again. Let your faith rise again. Let your hope speak louder than your fear. You have walked through fire and didn't burn. You have faced storms and didn't drown. That is proof that grace never left you. God has carried you through every silent season because He knew this moment would come. The moment when you finally believe that what's meant for you can't miss you. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are simply being positioned. Like a painter steps back before finishing the masterpiece, God is stepping back to perfect your story. The final touches are being made in silence. Soon what you lost will make sense. The pain will reveal its purpose. So today, stop chasing shadows. Trust the light that guides you. Every time you choose peace over panic, faith over fear, and surrender over struggle, you move closer to your divine alignment. Heaven has heard your prayers. The answer is coming. Not because you ran after it, but because you chose to rest in the one who never fails. And when it arrives, you'll realize what's meant for you was never gone. It was simply waiting for your readiness, your healing, and your belief. So lift your head high, smile again, hope again, love again, because God is faithful, and everything that carries your name will find its way to you. If these words speak to your spirit, don't forget to subscribe, comment, "I trust God's timing," and share this message with someone who needs to be reminded that divine alignment never misses its mark. Your peace matters. Your journey is sacred. Your promise is on its way.